Our world is not as it seems. There are places where the veil between our reality and another is thin, frayed, torn. These are locations stained by tragedy, where echoes of the past refuse to fade. They linger in the shadows. They linger in the sudden chill of a summer's day. That prickling sensation on the back of your neck, the feeling of being watched. Most of us dismiss it. A trick of light, the settling of an old house. But what if it isn't? What if in that fleeting moment we brush something beyond our senses? Tonight we travel to 5 of the most paranormally active locations on Earth. These are not campfire stories. These are places with documented histories of terror. Steel your nerves. The journey begins now. Our first stop, the Venetian Lagoon, and an island locals refuse to visit. Poveglia, small, unassuming, but forbidden. Crumbling buildings, overgrown courtyards, but the soil here bears darker traces. During the Black Death ships came and never returned, the sick were dumped here, buried or burned. It is said the island's soil is mixed with ash and bone, a land saturated in sorrow. Local fishermen refuse to sail near it at night. They claim they still hear a bell that no longer rings. In the 20th century, a mental hospital opened here. Isolation became a prison of horrors. Legends tell of cruel experiments and a doctor driven mad by the island's malevolent past. They say he leapt from the bell tower or was consumed by a shadowy mist that rose to claim him. Today the island feels like a gateway for the dead, lost souls wandering in an eternal limbo. At the base of Mount Fuji lies Aokigahara, a forest of profound silence and sorrow. Signs plead with visitors to reconsider, hotline numbers printed in earnest. The trees grow on volcanic rock that absorbs sound. Once beneath the canopy, the world holds its breath. Birdsong fades. Animals vanish. An unnatural stillness takes over. Compasses spin. GPS fails. It's easy to become lost here. Folklore speaks of yurei, vengeful spirits, and the old practice of ubasut, leaving the infirm to die. In recent decades, the forest gained a grim modern reputation. Volunteers patrol to find those who never return. They discover tents, letters, photographs, haunting remnants of lives cut short. Visitors report shadowy figures in their peripheral vision and disembodied screams slicing the silence. Many feel a wave of despair, as if the forest itself feeds on sorrow, pulling the living toward the same lonely fate. Pripyat, a modern ghost town frozen in time since 1986. The exclusion zone remains a landscape marked by sudden departure and silent presence. Desks frozen in midday, toys left where they fell, ordinary life halted mid-breath. A Ferris wheel that never turned again, a carnival of the abandoned. Invisible danger hangs in the air. Radiation left a mark you cannot see, only measure. Calendars stopped, kitchens cooled. The lives of thousands remain etched into these rooms. Nature reclaiming the city. A slow, relentless takeover of bone and brick. The reactor stands as a monument to human error, a wound on the landscape that still affects us. Evacuation notices, hurried departures. Residents say they felt something linger after the blast. Pripyat asks the question, when a place is abandoned in fear, does the fear become part of what is left behind? Beneath Paris lies a labyrinth of tunnels, the catacombs, where 6 million souls rest in silence. What waits below is a city of bones, carefully stacked and unnervingly organized. Skulls and femurs form walls and arches, a deliberate, solemn architecture of mortality. Carved inscriptions and numbered markers speak of an attempt to catalogue the dead. The tunnels close in. Sound folds back on itself, making spaces feel smaller than they are. Visitors whisper of items left in niches, offerings, memorials, or traces of those who once explored below. Some record flashes of light or disembodied footsteps that echo without source. Others report feeling watched, breath on their necks, though no one stands behind them. Here, the dead are arranged as art, a continuous reminder that life is fleeting and memory can become monument. We climb back toward the living city, its everyday bustle masking the centuries beneath our feet. A sprawling asylum in West Virginia, once bursting with patients, now a hulking skeleton of its past. Built to care, It became a place where treatment often meant confinement and pain. Rows of beds, padded rooms, instruments now corroded, evidence of a troubled history. Records tell of overcrowding, lobotomies and treatments that would horrify modern sensibilities. Staff and visitors report ghostly footsteps, disembodied voices and sightings of former patients wandering halls. Cold spots drift through rooms. Some say they feel watched by those who never left. One frequent tale, the wheelbarrow ghost. A shadow seen pushing a wheelbarrow through the cellar. Doors unlock by themselves. Faint music drifts down corridors where no one plays. Amid the hauntings are human remnants. Shoes, notes, tokens of lives lived in confined rooms. Visitors often leave with a hollow unease, not just from architecture, but from the weight of suffering housed here.